Welcome to Kashif Insight 23, a place where real stories meet real lessons. Stories about life, struggle, success, and the quiet power of never giving up. If you believe one story can change a mindset, you're in the right place. Today I am going to share with all of you English story about a poor student who taught a rich teacher a lesson. In a small-town school, there was a student named Daniel. Daniel was poor, not just in money but in opportunity. His uniform was old, his shoes were worn out, and his school bag had been repaired more times than anyone could count. Still, every morning, Daniel arrived early, sat in the front row, and listened carefully. His teacher, Mr. Lawrence, was very different. Mr. Lawrence came from a wealthy background. He dressed sharply, drove an expensive car, and often spoke proudly about success, money, and power. Deep down, he believed that only rich students could truly succeed in life. One day in class, while teaching economics, Mr. Lawrence said something that changed everything. He looked around the room and said, "Let's be honest. Hard work matters, yes, but without money, talent is wasted. Poor students dream big, but reality always wins." The class went silent. Daniel slowly raised his hand. Mr. Lawrence looked surprised. "Yes, Daniel?" he said with a slight smile. Daniel stood up and asked politely, "Sir, may I ask you one question?" "Go ahead," the teacher replied. Daniel took a deep breath. "Sir, if money decides success, why do some rich people fail? And some poor people succeed?" The room stayed quiet. Mr. Lawrence laughed softly. "That's rare," he said. "Very rare." Daniel nodded. "Yes, sir. Rare things are valuable. Like diamonds. They're formed under pressure." Some students smiled. Others looked shocked. Mr. Lawrence felt uncomfortable but continued the lesson. Weeks passed. Daniel kept studying. Late nights, borrowed books, no private tutors. While others relied on resources, Daniel relied on discipline. Then came the final exam, the hardest the school had ever seen. When results were announced, something unbelievable happened. Daniel ranked first in the entire school. Not just among poor students, not just in his class. First overall. The room filled with whispers. Mr. Lawrence stared at the list, reading Daniel's name again and again. Later that day, he called Daniel to his desk. "I owe you an apology," the teacher said quietly. "I taught numbers, but you taught me truth." Daniel replied respectfully, "Sir, money can buy comfort, but belief builds futures." From that day on, Mr. Lawrence changed. Every story has a lesson, and every lesson has the power to change a life. If this story inspired you, like the video, share it with someone who needs motivation, and subscribe to Kashif Insights 23 for more powerful stories like this. Remember, your background does not decide your future. Your mindset does. He stopped judging students by their background. He started listening. And he never again underestimated someone because of where they came from. Daniel didn't just top an exam. He taught a rich teacher a lesson money could never buy. And that lesson was this: poverty can limit resources, but it can never limit determination.